Your nervous system, your central nervous system, records all of the stress that your body responds to, okay? Whether that's physical stress, whether that's mental stress or emotional stress, your nervous system is picking up on this information and it is responding to this information, okay? Yo, what's going on, Fit Fam? It's your girl, Coach Mars. You know how I do it. I'm going to break down a different topic for today. Today, we're going to talk about how to decompress your nervous system, okay? This is a real ass topic, okay? If you are a trauma survivor, if you suffer from anxiety or depression, if you live a high-stress lifestyle, if you are a single mom, any of the above, you need to listen to this video because managing your stress is super important, okay? So I want to discuss first why managing your stress is so important and why decompressing your nervous system should be a part of your everyday life. Then I'm going to give you some ways to kind of decompress your nervous system on a physical, mental, and emotional level, okay? Let's get into it. So your nervous system, your central nervous system, records all of the stress that your body responds to, okay? Whether that's physical stress, whether that's mental stress or emotional stress, your nervous system is picking up on this information and it is responding to this information, okay? For example, I don't know if you've ever had emotional distress before, but not only do you cry or get angry or get upset, but your physiology changes as well. Your heartbeat starts increasing, you go into fight or flight mode, and your body starts releasing adrenaline and cortisol and all those other things, right? This is just a testament of how much your realms of health are connected, okay? Your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, that's all linked, fam. Shit is all linked. Managing your stress, decompressing your nervous system is going to help you stay healthy on all three of those dimensions. So I want to talk about the physical realm first. I'll give you some exercises or some habits that I do to decompress my body, and then I'll get into the emotional realm and the mental realm. When it comes to decompressing my body, I focus on a lot of psychosomatic exercises, okay? Psychosomatic exercises are just a fancy word for actions that will help you connect your mind back to your body, help you reground. Some psychosomatic exercises that I do are static flexes. So like standing in front of the mirror, flexing your muscles, right? Consciously moving your body as you flex forces you to go, okay, I want to move my arm, focus on just moving my arm, right? You're forcing your consciousness back into your body instead of being up here thinking and worrying and all that stuff, okay? So static flex holds, body shaking. This is one I've done on TikTok quite a bit. If you just shake your body, shake your limbs, shake your head, shake your whole body, just shake it, okay? That's gonna help your nervous system return back into a parasympathetic state, okay? For those of you who don't know what that is, that's just the rest and digest state that your nervous system goes into when you're not in fight or flight, okay? So if you are a trauma victim, like if you have survived any form of trauma, your body is probably in survival mode a lot of the time if it has not been reintegrated and healed yet, okay? So if you are experiencing a lot of just stress buildup in your day, but your lifestyle may not be super stressful, like you can't pinpoint any external factors that are forcing you to feel tight and feel overwhelmed and feel stressed, that's a sign that you have some trauma healing to do, okay? I do a lot of body shaking, I do a static flex hold, and the third thing I do is deep breathing, okay? You're gonna hear me talk about deep breathing a lot, okay? I know I make tons of videos where I'm just like, deep breathing exercises, try breathing. But you're gonna hear me say it a lot, okay? Because breathing is literally the action that links your consciousness and your body together, okay? You can't consciously breathe without focus. So those psychosomatic exercises just kind of help me reground, get present, and just release the tension that's in my body. Now let's move into the emotional realm. What are some emotionally intelligent exercises that you can do in order to manage your emotional state and decompress your emotional stress. Let's talk about it. Number one, dancing to music, okay? It can be your favorite music. It can be music you've never heard before. It can be, club music. It can be soft music. It can be metal. I don't care what it is. But find the music that's going to make you feel good moving your body, okay? The reason why is because you do a lot of the psychosomatic movements in this habit, okay? For example, when you're dancing, right? I'm dancing right now. This is a form of shaking. I'm doing a little bit of shaking right now, right? And so my body is decompressing, right? But at the same time, I'm creating joy within myself. So even though I feel sad, or even though I feel frustrated or overwhelmed, I can instantaneously change my emotional state, even if it's just for a moment, right? And that gives me the power to control my emotions a little bit better, okay? So dancing and other, expressive forms of movement can help you not only just reconnect with your body and decompress, but also facilitate a change in your emotional state. Second thing I do is affirmations, okay? And I love affirmations because they help you reprogram your mind and the way you think. When I first started using affirmations, I struggled because I thought that I had to believe all of the things that I was writing down, right? Like, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am amazing, right? Not everybody believes that stuff right off the bat. The important thing with affirmations is starting where you're at. If you don't think you're amazing, don't write affirmations that talk about how amazing you are, right? Start with where you are. Maybe you could say, I'm a good person, or I like myself, right? Find the words that make your affirmation feel like it resonates with you. And then from there, you can repeat these affirmations and then slightly change them as time goes on, okay? So maybe instead of saying, I'm a good person, you can say, I am a good person, and that makes me amazing, right? You can modify your affirmation to start fitting the envisionment that you have for yourself, okay? So if you're trying to get to a space of self-confidence, if you're trying to get to a space where you love your body, or if you're trying to get to a space to be more motivated, right? You want to start picking affirmations that move you in that direction on a mental and emotional level, okay? But changing the way you think, changing the way you perceive life through affirmations is going to help you change your feeling states and the emotions that you use to respond to life with, okay? For example, if you would normally get anxious when you go to the gym because you have a fear of, social judgment, having affirmations that go, okay, I deserve to be seen. It is safe for me to be around people. I can, work out like everybody else. I deserve to take up space, right? Those types of affirmations will reprogram how you think about your social anxiety. And so next time you go to the gym, you may still have some anxiety come up, right? But the way you think about that anxiety is now different. And so because it's different, when you feel that anxiety come up, you're actually going to shift into a different feeling state of certainty and confidence, because you're like, oh, okay, I know what's happening. I know that I always get anxious when I go to the gym, and I know that I've been working on that. So I'm going to push through that feeling, and I'm going to take baby steps to go to the gym to do what it is that I want to do, right? That's a totally different approach than where you were at the beginning of the story. So affirmations are a game changer. Okay? Third and final exercise for emotionally intelligent decompression is creating space to feel your feelings, okay? This one sounds super simple, but I promise you, if you don't take anything else from this video and you apply this one trick right here, change your life. Guarantee you. A lot of people will get into a feeling state, but they don't fully process that feeling on a visceral level. They'll just be like, oh, I'm sad. Okay, what do I need to do to feel better, right? They don't take the time to grab the information that sadness is trying to give them. So what you're gonna do next time you feel a negative emotion is you're gonna create space for it. So you're gonna sit, like in a room, get some quiet time, so make sure you're by yourself, and just feel what that feeling feels like. Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in the gut of your, the pit of your stomach? Do you feel it in your throat? Does it feel like a sharp pain? Does it feel like a dull pain? Does it feel like an ache, right? Ask yourself these questions and start assessing what those feelings feel like. And even label them, right? Label the emotions that go with those visceral feelings. This is going to help you, one, be able to identify your emotional states quicker, but it's also going to help you reconnect with the emotion itself. And once you reconnect with emotions and you get the information that they're trying to tell you, your body can release them. Okay? What happens when we don't fully process emotions is they get stored in our body. And this is why you'll hear me talk a lot about tension in the body and managing stress and those types of things, because that is how your body stores all that stuff. Okay? So feeling your feelings so that they can be released is going to be something that's going to change your life on an emotional level. Okay? Let's get into the mental realm. So 3 mental exercises that I do to decompress my mind are going to be meditation, journaling, and I don't know what that was, but silence, time in silence. Okay, so the first one, meditation, is a super simple one. All you need to do is find some quiet place to sit and do nothing. I know, seems real hard. Now, it's actually more difficult than you think. A lot of people spend so much time in their head that it's hard for them to just sit there and hold space for their overactive mind, right? And their disconnected body, right? When you're meditating, it's important to just hold space for yourself. Hold space for your thoughts. Don't try to stop thinking. Don't try to stop feeling. Don't try to be completely still, right? Just continue existing. And what's going to happen is over time, your consciousness is going to slowly decompress. And you're actually going to be able to direct your focus and attention to other things, like your environment and how you feel and those types of things. Okay, so meditation has been a great tool for me with just decompressing my mind after a long day, stopping the overthinking, stopping the overanalyzing and the anxiety and the worry and those types of things that I struggle with as well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be journaling. Okay, and you can journal with prompts, or you can just do some thought dumping. Okay, I actually do both. You can use journal prompts to kind of actually help you with shadow work. And shadow work just means you are finding out what you don't know that you don't know. Okay, so like if you don't know that you have a dependency on, sugar, then you're not going to be able to become aware of that problem and then fix it, right? But if you do journal prompts and you notice that every time you get upset and every time you have a problem in your life or every time you're stressed, you reach for sugar, that's a sign that, okay, maybe I'm using sugar as an unhealthy coping mechanism and maybe I should try something different, right? So that's why prompts are helpful. But thought dumping is also helpful for the overactive mind. Overactive brain will kind of just start ruminating on thoughts. And if you get stuck up there and you don't actually start executing and using those thoughts, it can feel overwhelming. So thought dumping, like making a to-do list of all the things you have to do today, or, just randomly writing out all of the things that you're ruminating on, right? Like if you're ruminating on, something that happened in your social life, write about it, right? If you're ruminating on how annoying your parents are, write about it, right? Thought dumping will just help you clear your mental space so that it's almost like you clean your room and it's just nice and tidy and nice and clean and clear, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be spend time in silence, okay? You need to spend time without stimulating yourself in any way, okay? Doing this will, 1, allow you to reset on a mental, physical, and emotional level. But 1, it's going to help you balance out, because if you're stimulated all day, right, it's going to be hard to notice when you're overstimulated. So find time. It doesn't take but 5-10 minutes a day, okay? Sit in your room, sit in the bathroom, sit in the shower, sit in your car, wherever you need to, and just sit in the quiet and just soak up that silence, right? Let it permeate you. And what it's going to do is just slowly relax you. Ooh, I promise. It feels so good. But those are 3 things I do to decompress my mental space. Now, remember, when you don't manage your central nervous system, when you're not mitigating your stress, right, you can build up that stress within you until you reach a point of overwhelm or burnout, okay? Burnout is always the sign that your nervous system is done. It's done with the bullshit. It's like, nope, I'm not doing nothing today. I don't want to go nowhere. We don't have energy. We're tired. No. Okay, so you never want to get to the point where you're absolutely burnt out, because that's a sign that your lifestyle probably isn't working for you somewhere. Okay, but here are some signs before I go that you need to manage your stress so that you can notice these triggers in your life. Okay, if you're feeling like you're easily irritated all the time, like the smallest things are setting you off, that's a sign you need to decompress. If you are feeling overwhelmed with work or with family or with your relationship or with your mental space, right? Anything. That's a sign you need to decompress. If you are feeling like you're always tired and you're feeling lethargic and like you can't get enough sleep no matter how much sleep you get, right? That's a sign that your nervous system's overworked. Another sign is trouble focusing. Directing your focus is a mental skill. So having trouble in that area tells you that you need to decompress on a mental level, okay? But also having like racing thoughts, also dissociating completely and not being able to stay grounded in your body are signs that your mind needs to be decompressed as well. Last one is skipping meals or forgetting to eat, okay? This is a sign that you're either over busy, like you're just working too much and you completely forget about eating, right? Or your stress hormones have increased and you don't feel hungry, okay? Your stress hormones do control your appetite to some degree, okay? So use those signs and triggers as ways to tell whether or not you need some decompression in your life. I hope this was super helpful. If you feel like you need some help managing your stress and figuring out how to decompress your nervous system on a daily basis, feel free to hit the links below to get connected with me, okay? I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day.